Alright people, took a little while, but we're on part 4. What we're gonna do for this part was we're gonna go ahead and show you how we're doing the wiring. So let me go ahead and let this plane pass by. Alright. So I guess first thing we're gonna, well, here goes. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go to lt1.com. Or is it LT1 swap?
Yes, LT1.com.
Okay.
This is green for 9 to 03 is a red.
Okay. So you're gonna want to print these 3 pages out. I'm not too sure what they're called, but just go ahead and go on the website and all you gotta do is read.
Go to the wire harness info page.
Okay.
Link on that website.
This is So this is pretty much it. This is the wiring, and we're gonna go ahead and clean it up, and go ahead and customize it. So what he did right now was he took off the computer, the PCM, and we're gonna go ahead and start. So we'll go next. Yeah.
See all these that just come off that connector?
Yeah.
These are in the computer. Look, see?
Those are gotta go.
They're probably gonna go too.
Okay, people, look. I'm gonna break it down kind of as simple as I can. There's 2 different connectors here. There's green, obviously that's green, and this was blue. Here goes the caps right here. You're gonna have to take these off. I don't have time to show you how to take them off. Maybe on the green one, but look, you take these off right here. Then when the paper that you guys printed out, there's gonna be a blue one. As you can see, this frame is blue. If you're colorblind, then I can't speak up for you. Right?
Yeah.
And then this is green. So
on the website it looks different.
Like
the back of the wire is actually black.
Like this.
It's easier to look at it on the internet.
So on the internet it's easier. But let me let this plane pass by. Okay. So again, this is the blue one. It goes to this paper. This is the green one, and it goes to this paper. Hold on, let me put this back so we don't get shit taken away. Okay. Now, these little pins here, they all have numbers in the back. And and obviously all the wires that have different colors. These little numbers, all the yellow ones need to come out. So basically, there's 13 blah blah blah, and you take them off of this. After you finish from there, you got to do the green one. But right now, we just barely did the blue one. And then this here, the only thing you need from this is the pinks, right?
Yeah, you might need a green or 2. You might need a few others, but we'll explain that down the road.
Okay, so we'll get back to you guys. Okay, people. Before we continue onto the green, there was one thing I know we snipped off, which was this one right here.
Block in that one.
And the C2. I'm not sure if I already said that the last time, but just in case I didn't.
All the connectors are gonna get cut out like this.
So this, the C2, just go ahead and snip them all out. Just from the end though, because you're gonna use the wires. That's gonna go. I'm not sure what this is. What is this?
I don't remember the connector.
I don't know that, but this one, just look at it. This one's gotta go.
Now, if you're doing a different style setup, those you can actually pull them out and push them into a block.
That's a whole different setup.
There's different styles of doing it. This is going to be the quick and easy, kind of stock looking, but yet the harness will be cleaned out.
Okay, and tape things up so you don't get confused. Clean it up. Whatever, like the ones that aren't being used, just use them as trash, like a couple yellows. So, what are we going to do next? The green.
Yeah, so we did the blue connector. And what I'll suggest is put the blue connectors back so we don't get confused with which connector it is, which is a smart move.
Where is it at? Yeah.
These extra ones that come off of here, when you clip off all those other connectors that are extra and you pin out the ones you don't need, these eventually are going to be left over from the wires coming down, so you bring them this way. They're still stuck to your connector, so you keep them, of course. The ones you pull out are going to be trash, like these. What we can do is actually follow all the way down to the actual sensor, pull it out. To make life easier, we're just going to cut them there. Got the connector at the end, and you don't have to open up all the looms.
That's only if you want to be clean, right?
Yeah, because we're going to be clean for the simple fact that we don't want to have that connector dangling on the bottom. It's not being used, like the O2 sensors, for example. Like that one's cut over there already.
Yeah, we cut that one out. Yeah, that one's an O2 sensor, right?
Yes, and the reason why we're doing it like that is to make life easy. We don't want to open the whole harness up because we're going with the stock look setup.
Yeah.
So when you pop your trunk, your hood, it's gonna look like it's part of the truck, like
Yeah.
it came off the truck the way it was wired. So in that sense, we don't need to fully open the wires. We could just cut them off and make it look clean as if it is cleaned out. Now, for those that want to have more of a less wire look, yes, you can open them up and start plugging them. And if you want to route them under the car or whatnot, then you really have to change the injectors length. You have to add a wire, cut wire, etc. So,
Yeah.
but we're going the simple way.
So same thing, green. The yellow's got to go, and we're gonna go ahead and clean it up. What is this?
All right. Well, for starters, you start off with a drill battery. It's a 12-volt battery, just like anything else. Alligator clip so you can reach the pins inside. AutoZone, Pet Boys, whatever, they'll sell them for $3 or so. You attach your tester, regular tester with the light, to the red, of course, so you know it's power. And the reason why I couldn't put this one in is because it's a different style. So just clip it to the alligator clip, works the same.
Same old
and
shit.
This is the ground, of course, and it closes the current. You see that? We get the light on,
Yep.
on, off. So in order for you to not start digging out all the wires through the loom, what you do, you poke out a sensor, right, where the pink is at, because that's where you work on pinks. Pinks is power, and all you got to do is ground it and close the circuit. Once you find that particular wire, you put it off to the side. That's how you know that is that injector. In most swaps, you want to separate the driver's side injectors, passenger side injectors. The coil main feeds also go in a separate one. That's how I like to do it. And so that's 1, 2, 3, and your 4 is going to be all your miscellaneous, like your transmission, your map sensor, your O2 sensors that you keep, which is the bank ones, or the first ones before the catalytic. There might be a few more others, and then whatever leftover pink you have, which is there's going to be 4 of them there left over. 2 of them are the O2 sensors that go after the catalytic, which will be trash. We leave them to last, or that's how you go. It doesn't matter how you do it. And this particular connector here gets cut out too. This connector goes to your transmission, and it tells you the actual car's dash or ECM, which is the other computer that controls the car stuff inside. And so you pretty much cut it out because the old cars won't have it for a swap. So it's pretty much that simple. It's all about testing. And you want to come over here?
Yeah.
And you separate, like Noah said. You separate them, so you got all the miscellaneous, like I said, transmission, O2s. Then we have a passenger side. What do we have here? Injector. And then we have both main injector feeds. Well, not injector, your coil packs, I'm sorry. So it's not injectors, coil packs. We gotta rewrite that down. It's for the coil packs. Okay. And these right here are the driver's side injectors, so this is coil pack.
Yeah, that marker's over there.
It's not injector main feed, it's a coil pack feed. It's just for the coil pack, left side coil pack, coils. You could separate your coils. We have 4, we're only gonna use 1 fuse block. But if you wanna start separating every single one, that you can actually buy fuse blocks and make a nice little big fuse block and literally single out every single wire. Yeah. That way if you do have problems in the future, and one injector is failing and the fuse is blowing, you know it's that particular one. Then versus having to diagnose 4 of them. Actually, that would be a better way of doing it. But we're gonna stick with 1 fuse block, and they're not even expensive. Buy them over the internet, pay the extra dollars, separate them. It'll take more time, but if you want to do it like that, you can. It's better. That's pretty much it. So this stuff all goes into the main. We'll continue this in part 2, but down the road, this is the main power. From the battery, from the ignition, and all your dashboards for your old car. You just gotta convert in order to make them work. But right now we're focusing on this and the fuse block and the 2 relays that we will use. If you use fan, you'll have 2 more for the first or second. If you have 1 fan, it will be 3 relays.
Alright, so what we did was we pretty much, when you cut shit out, you want to organize it, clean it up, you know what I mean, keep everything where it's supposed to be. Right now, what my boy's doing right now is he's going here and cutting out whatever's not useful. You said a lot of these sensors, right?
O2 sensors, bank 2s. Yeah, the lower O2 sensors won't be used.
The lower O2 sensors won't be used, so
well,
trash.
Depending on the setup. If you want to go smog legal, you could use them. But in our setup, we're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not getting. No fucks are given.
We're trying to smash.
So
that's pretty much.
That's pretty much it, people. Cleaning it up.
We're gonna finish up the top
Finish up the top,
when we put it inside the bay.
but that's when we put it inside or whatever. So, you know, that's the part 4 for the wiring. We're gonna go ahead and 5 is gonna be start, you know, putting shit together or whatever.
That's this part. The last part is this right here.
Yeah. That's the last part. That's
That's
what
the
you're gonna
last part.
do in the car, which is over here
All those wires
on
right
this
there.
other. Well, we kind of have it set up right now, right on the El Camino.
Yeah.
So let's just show you guys right now. This is an El Camino. What year is it again?
86.
86. It's already got a swap 5.3.
Except this fuse block's not what I use. Is the same thing though. As you can see, this is the looms, right? That come off. These are all the wires that were left over off the computer. You do need them to run right, so you know what you have, temperature, etc. But you can still fire it up. In other words, you need the main power from your battery, which is this one, to feed your fuses. All your pinks that are over there come out through here, but you start wiring them up like you do all the injectors. So like, for example, all the 4 wires that are pink are gonna go into one wire. So then you pretty much solder it, or you tape it, or you crimp it, whatever
you're gonna do,
whatever you're gonna use, and then you run it to one side of the fuse, the other side to another one, the other side to another one. So all your pinks get split back down into like 4 or 5 wires, and one relay fits the whole, powers the whole fuse block, which is this red one here, feeding all of these. That feed all the pink ones. Okay. All the pink ones are for all the sensors. So you can see each sensor has a pink everywhere. This is actually trash. I can cut it off.
Yeah, that one.
I can literally cut this off. I don't need this. This is trash. This needs to get cut out. I've never done it. See?
Yeah.
So this is trash actually.
So yeah, people.
Pretty much, and then you need one fuse just for your gas, and then that also gets wired up from the front. Pretty much power, your grounds, which I got a ground from the main battery, which is already from the original wire, and I just stuck it straight into the relay, so that way they got a direct ground. I should also have a direct ground to the chassis off the battery, which this one should have been that, and then I should have grabbed the ground for the relay off the chassis, if anything, but it works the same way. And we'll finish doing that setup, which is this setup, in the next video for the wire. And it's simple stuff. It's just pretty much being having a disciplined mind, knowing what you're doing, and if you read, you can do it. There's nothing that you can't do once you read it.
Yeah. So that's it right there. We're gonna end it off. Part 5 will be coming soon. Hopefully we can turn something on. Los Angeles, beautiful LAX area.